I get so exhausted waiting for my device to show me that the stream has even started. And everything about this here might cause conflict when YouTube puts their AI age identification system into effect. Hello everyone, this is TailsFan109 and it's time to play more Kaizo hacks. There's not too many beginner level ones left for me to really play. I'm getting close to the point where I start getting into some harder territory. So let's see, who do we have here? Karen Saravia, Sagatels Solo Productions, MN5102, Maria Moana, Brandy Newberry, Super Wolfie Hedgehog. Cute, cute. You think I can actually give a date for episode 6? That's hilarious. Coco the Cake, Travis, hello. You haven't heard? There's been like a million videos about it recently. YouTube is upping censorship by adding this AI system that will check for whether they think you are a kid or an adult. If they think you're a kid, you effectively get blocked off of YouTube unless you reveal personal data like a government ID or a driver's license or a picture of yourself. They are going to steal information from everybody. A cybersecurity breach will eventually happen, and everyone's data will be stolen. It's not a good thing. Oh, serial designation. Oh! You've been a member for a month. Hello. I'm not. YouTube sure made a big deal out of that one. Hello. Welcome to New Hampshire, a home of the old man on which the mountain which collapsed in 2003. Help Mario save what's left of the old man. What's the old man? I don't think it's talking about a legitimate one. Okay, here's the welcome center. Welcome to New Hampshire, the live, free, or die state. Purple lilacs are the state flower, and the state bird is the purple finch. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even want to know what bad stuff is going to come out of it. Okay, shells touch turning into disco. Oh, look at that. That's unique. Did you know that deleting videos counts as losing access to YouTube's advanced features? No. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, we learned some things. So this is New Hampshire. Nice. Nashua. I've been in New Hampshire before. The White Mountain Range. Nashua is the second largest city in New Hampshire. Its own nickname is Trashua. It also borders Massachusetts. Don't let Yoshi eat any of the denizens in the sewer. Even the stars here are toxic. So, we might get a bit of an education lesson on New Hampshire here. Oops. I'm afraid to see what YouTube's gonna be like once the changes come into effect. I can't see it being any good. Especially since it seems like they're more so using this as an excuse to get people's identification, personal information, and basically just control what people watch, possibly. I don't know. Because it could affect you just based on what you watch. Supposedly. I'm not supposed to eat any of the denizens. Uh-oh. Ugh. Stupid bullet bill. Well, you won't be the one using it. YouTube will. Ow. Hi, Maria. Maria, you're spamming. I'm gonna have to ask you not to do that. Don't want to see any spammers. Ah. Maria, don't spam. If you keep spamming, I'm going to assume you a bot and time you out. Okay, you're a bot. You are a bot. I'm just gonna say it. That's all I can assume with spammers. How can I see what anyone is saying if I just get spammity spam spam? Whew! Made it in time. Okay, I have to avoid. No! Darn it! Oh, and it's the Tails that bond. Please don't be a spammer. I just timed someone out for doing that. Hi, Bart Simpson, English and Portuguese. You have a very long name. What if I just call you Bart? Is that okay? Can I just call you Bart? Bart. Bart, Bart. Bart, Bart, Bart. Alright, this should be easy enough. I guess I want the blue Yoshi. I don't know what's gonna happen, Super Wolfie. Hi, Princess Brienne. Oh boy, look at all that stuff I have to avoid. There we go. There. I'm assuming I don't want to even touch those. There we go. Oh gosh, oh gosh. GG. Hey, I did it! Yay! I only have like one WarioWare game in my entire life. Medora. I think I said hello earlier. Hello. Alright there, Manchester. Okay, I've heard of that city. Motor skills, now enabled. You can change your jump in mid-air. Also, go fast and watch out for poison mushrooms. Great multitasking. Manchester is the largest city in New Hampshire and is home to Adam Sandler and Sarah Silverman. The more you know. Uh-oh. Whew. Oh boy. Darn it! I guess I better keep my speed going. What? Hi, Devin. Devin, what on earth are you saying? Alright. Whee! Oh, dang. I see a bunch of water towers in the background. And up we go. Alright. Alright, I can change my jump in mid-air. I forgot. Oh. I didn't see that coming. Aww. Oh, hi, Supersonic Richie. You're not too late. You just missed the first level. Isaac D, you are answering a question that has zero answer. Ah, hi, Cammy. Oops. Do I Super Mario Galaxy 2? Yes, on the Wii. Never thought of recording Wii games though, because I can't think of a reasonable way to record it while still being able to utilize motion controls, including pointing at the sensor. I don't think I have enough space to make a recording setup like that work. I missed. You can dub my animations in Spanish? If you can dub them, by all means, go ahead if you want to. I have no objections to someone dubbing my animations to another language. I don't think that's gonna happen, Super Wolfie Hedgehog. Not enough time in August to get it finished in August. That's not possible. Why, even if I pull nothing but all-nighters, I still probably wouldn't get it done for August. Alright. Carefully. There we go. Alright, halfway there. Not to mention, even if I did get it done, the person I usually have for music is also going on vacations, meaning I can't always get them, which means I still wouldn't be able to finish it even then. And I can't just kick someone off of vacation just because I want something. That's just rude. Look, I wouldn't even be able to get the music because I'm not the one that makes the music, and I wouldn't be able to get the music on time anyway. And if you think I should pull all-nighters to premiere something on August 30th, then you just really don't know how to care about someone's well-being. Look, if you want something like that, try it for yourself and see how mentally exhausting that can be. If you do something like that, you can actually kill your mind. And in Japan, they even have a word for people that die due to overworking themselves. If I did that for all my animations, I could possibly die at a young age. Because you can work so hard that your body actually stops functioning. So do understand, if I did what you told me to do, Super Wolfie Hedgehog, you could be indirectly killing me. And then it wouldn't even be as good as it could be, because then I'm not even concentrating anymore. Be respectful with other people's time. You wouldn't want anyone else to force that upon yourself. And if you don't understand that, maybe you're too young and will learn exactly what time can do when you're older. The human brain and mind can only work for so long before it effectively gives up for working harder than it's supposed to. And working too hard for too long can all be bad for your health. You could get blood clotting that way, possibly. Oh, you're so naive. You think staying up all night doing homework all the time means everything's gonna be okay. You're clearly too young to understand. Which probably means YouTube detects you're young. They might just knock you off of YouTube without proper identification. They do have a term in Japan for this exact sort of thing because it happens a lot, so it is true. Hi, Looney Bugs Bunny fan. Also, if you force someone to stay up all night just to get something you want, that makes you selfish. Like, I have things to do outside of animating as well. And it's because I pushed so hard when animating episode 3 that I actually took 2 months literally away from animating completely because I was too tired to do it anymore. I didn't enjoy it anymore. So if you try to push me like that, eventually I might just stop doing things in general for a while because I don't feel like it anymore. I don't want this to turn to something I hate doing. Oh, I didn't see that. Yes, patience is a virtue. Maybe I have to tell you something my dad once told me. It was something along the lines of, be patient, the world doesn't revolve around you. You know, good things come from people that can reserve actual patience. Yes, and I can bet you he is dead exhausted. Just because people can do it, doesn't mean they should do it. Okay, I'm gonna time you out, Super Wolfie, okay? I'm gonna time you out. I wanna show up, there we go. You're getting timed out for 10 minutes. Because clearly you don't care about anyone else's health, you only care about what you want. You're gonna grow up to be a Veruca Salt if you keep that up. Oh! It is rude. But he'll probably grow up to be the perfect manager. Like, we need you to be a team player, and we need this right now. But for my own work, I'm going to be in charge of that myself. I mean, he should realize that if I actually did that, one, it would probably take me even longer to finish the animation because nothing will be coming out right, and I trust about so much that I would just delete all my work over and over again because it doesn't come out right, and I can't figure it out because I'm not well rested, which means it would take even longer than if I just took my time to get it done when it was ready. And even then, even if I got the rest of it done, I couldn't force my music composer to get the music done within that time frame, especially since this is August. People go on vacations. I don't have control over that. Whatever. If when he's able to come back, he's still going on about that, he gets timed out for 30 minutes. And if he does it again after that in the same stream, I might just flat out ban him. Weirs Beach. Ooh, this is from Kirby's Dream Land 2. The yellow shell is your ride. Don't let anything touch the brown death blocks, or you die. Anything? That sounds kind of tricky. Oh, what? I can just flat out... What? I can just do that? Wait, what? Okay, that makes things a little easier. Uh-oh. I'm dead. So if anything touches the brown blocks, I immediately die. Immediately. Yes. I need to chill out now. I'm at a deadly beach side that wants me dead. That is the chillest of all chill locations. Party at Death Beach. Wait, what do I do? Okay, good. Okay, now I'm gonna ride this, I guess. Oh! Oh my gosh. Adam, am I? Well, I'd like to go. If I can, I'll go. We'll find out. Your nephew's moving to a new school? Oof. I don't want to ask about age, but... Is he, like, transitioning from elementary to middle or middle to high? Because if not, I imagine that might be a bit difficult mentally. I'm happy I never had to move to a new school district. You got a delicious cake today? Is it lemon? Is it a lemon cake? Okay, that was scary. Thought I was gonna die. Let's just assume I need this. Well, I do need it, but I was too slow. Oh, okay, so... Hopefully it won't be too difficult, because one of the hardest things about kids moving is trying to find new friends in the school district. But if it's only 6, then it's probably not missing too much. It's a chocolate cake. Chocolate's okay. It's never been exactly for me. Like, I'll eat it, but I won't crave it. I prefer vanilla or lemon. Specifically lemon. No! Have I seen Titanic? Would it be wrong to say unfortunately so? Because I don't think it's that great of a movie. The script is just bad. The script to that movie is bad. I care more about the actual sinking than the awkwardly written romance. There we go. Yes, everyone does. But usually when it comes to chocolate, I prefer it as sort of just that chocolate. I don't get chocolate ice cream or chocolate cake or chocolate donuts, but I get chocolate. I like it most when it's just like a chocolate bar, basically. And that is the truth of me. Oops! Sponge cake. I don't think I've ever had a sponge cake. I can't say I've ever had a sponge cake, so I don't know what the texture of a sponge cake is like compared to other cake types. No, I hate missing that. I have seen Chicken Run. I first saw it at my grandmother's house when I was probably like 8 years old. Thought it was such an interesting movie. And then I didn't know the name of it, so I didn't see it again for like at least a decade. And oh, the nostalgia when I finally learned what that movie was called and found it. Oops. I forgot. Oh, Fanboy and Chum Chum. Even as a kid, I thought that show was pretty stupid, honestly. The characters were annoying, even as like a 9-year-old kid back when the show was in its prime. Whew. Oh, that scared me. Oh, come on. Why did I mess up the basic shell jump? Like, there wasn't much going on there, but I messed it up anyway. Can't even whistle to this tune in peace. You see all these death blocks? This is what Sonic thinks of the water at the beach. This is how Sonic thinks of the water. Very good. Very good. Alright, it's just a basic shell jump. It's not hard. See? Not hard. Funspot Arcade is located in Weirs Beach and is the largest arcade in the world. I want to go to Funspot Arcade. I want to go to Funspot Arcade. I want to go to Funspot Arcade. Can we go to Funspot Arcade? I don't know exactly where it is. Plus, New Hampshire is still a decent bit of a trip. I'm not really too into really long going trips. What the heck? Yeah, I don't really like long travel very much. Maybe I don't know if I'm supposed to go up there or not. Wait, I'm supposed to just hit that as soon as I can. I just realized I'm a bit dumb. Oh, I missed. I'm gonna die. Sun and moon? I don't even have sun and moon. And the Switch is still current enough a system that I wouldn't really think of emulating it. And even then, Switch game might be a little too big a file size. Eh. And I wouldn't even get the game because I never got to that game in its release order. Really, the only mainline Pokemon game I ever cleared was Red. Oh, I was expecting a disco shell for some reason. My day's going alright. It's just been an ordinary day. I've been basically on this laptop all day, mostly animating. Doing this now, of course. But it's basically been just a quiet Sunday for me. Okay, I didn't see that coming either. Kirby's Dream Land 2. The one Game Boy game I do have that I do have to emulate, because every time I get an actual cartridge of Kirby's Dream Land 2, the save battery always completely dies after a little while. So I had to just give up on getting cartridges of the game, because the save batteries just seem to die nowadays. So I had to emulate it last time I played through it if I actually wanted to have a save file. It's a pity, but that is sometimes the consequence of older games. Not every aspect of it is going to work! I'm dead. Well, I'm not really taking animation requests right now, because to take one at the moment would slow me down with episode 6, and I don't want that to take too long to get out at this point. So I'm not really looking for extra animations to work on at the moment. Ah, Mario, you jumped too far. Be a worse jumper, please. Can you be a worse jumper for me? Only slightly worse, though. Just, instead of giving it 100%, give it 90%. That should be good enough, okay? Can we do that, Mario? Could you try not to do your best, because your best is too good. Sonic's sickness. Slow it down a bit. There you go, Mario. You gave it 90%. I'm so proud of you. That was a troll. It tricked me. It made me think I had to throw the shell, and that was the worst thing I could have done. And I fell for it. Oh, I fell for it. Oh, well, that's the end of the level. We're not too far, and I think this is only a 6-exit hack, so I'm almost halfway there. Honestly, I might have time to start a second hack this stream. Wasn't thinking of that, but if I finish this really early, that's exactly what I just might do. Okay, now I know I don't actually want the shell. Shell's evil. There we go. The Matrix, I'm not into action movies. Can I play Pokemon Red and Blue? Well, I don't usually think of playing regular RPGs just because they take a long time, and I don't know if people would be interested in them. Hooksett. Can I bark like a dog? I don't know if I want to, but... No, that was horrible. I don't think I can fully imitate animal noises. I was just telling Mario to play a little less. He was doing too good, which screwed me over. Hooksett. You can do a roll through enemies by pressing R or L without getting hurt. The door leads to a practice area. Hooksett was incorporated as a town in 1822. The town was named after a bend in the Merrimack River. What the? Okay, so it looks like I don't even have to be moving to get it to happen. Is the rolling kind of like Dark Souls? Do I need the mushroom? I don't even know if it's possible to get past with a mushroom. Ow. Ungabo. Yes, you can dub my animations into Spanish. Honestly, you don't even need permission to dub an animation of mine into another language. I fully allow that. Because heck, anyone that can do it will probably have an easier time doing it than me! I'm scared. Wait, what? So I do need the mushroom. Oh, okay. That's all I had to... Oh, that's gonna make this a lot harder than I thought. Okay. Okay, the disco shell part's probably gonna be actually somewhat automated. You know some Japanese? I wish I knew a little more than I did. Oh, that's gonna be my least favorite part. No, and I wouldn't really want to see the Wish movie. The movie that is supposedly written by ChatGPT. Oh no! Ow! And that was an easy one. An easy one. How did I mess that jump up? I messed up the easy part, but did the hard part. Oh, I really hate that part. Do I have a Wii U? No. No, I kind of just skipped that console generation entirely. I didn't have an Xbox One, I didn't have a PS4, I didn't have a Wii U. I just completely skipped that generation. Around that time, I was in a phase of being specifically only into retro games, and I pretty much only played retro games. Nothing current at all. There we go, made it. I do have a PS2 though, but I have more games for the GameCube than the PS2. Why can't I remember to just spin jump there? Okay, there we go. Oh, why did I think I could just land on him instead of just jumping on him? I don't know what my favorite Sonic Boom episode is, nor my least favorite. No, why would I want... I don't use AI for literally anything. I've never even touched AI one single time. I sort of have a distrust for AI. It almost always seems to be used for bad nowadays. Well, let's just see what else is left, I guess. Probably not much. No, I'll never use AI for the Tales That Bond. Because I want it to be explicitly my creations, my ideas. Dang it, I went too far. Why would you think it's Roblox? I didn't hint anything about this being Roblox. I don't play Roblox, period. This rolling is like Dark Souls. I jumped too high. But then it wouldn't be mine. And just because it's AI doesn't mean it's better. I do have to throw it. And no, AI can't do better voices because it has no idea how to get tone and character in the voices. It doesn't know how to properly emote. And I have someone that makes music for me. Why would I want to take that away from them? And AI animation? Oh, forget it. There's nothing good about AI animation. It can't block a scene to save its life. The second I use AI, I sell my soul. There's nothing AI could do better. The music is the exception because I can't make music. Everything else is one-man band, though. The music is the only one that's different. Well, those are just memes. You don't want to make a full animation with just AI. Whoops. Oh boy. What was I supposed to do there? Wait, I'm confused. What was I supposed to do there? I watched a little bit of the original Smurfs cartoon when I was younger. I never saw too much of the Smurfs, though. If you're referring to the movies, was never interested in seeing those. Whoops. Ow! Ow! Ooh. Roll. I don't know what to do there. It's not like there's any shell to bounce unless I can steal that blue shell, which maybe that's what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. Can't make any sense out of it at all. Darn it! Why does this keep happening? Yeah, I think I know what I have to do now. It's really weird to have to do it, but it looks like I'll have to do it. Oops. I could agree with Yoshi and Luigi being favorite Mario characters. I was always sort of the player 2 when I was a kid. My brother always had to be player 1. So, I sort of felt a bit more with Luigi than Mario as a kid due to that. I like Luigi's character a little more. He feels a little more defined, shall we say. And Yoshi is the cute character of the series. But whenever I play like a spin-off Mario game, I usually always pick Yoshi, so I'd probably pick Yoshi. Darn it. Casey Kingdom, why are you suddenly talking about stocks? This really doesn't seem like the place to talk about stocks. This is me just playing a game, not to discuss finances. And whether someone's invested in stocks or not should be kept private between themselves, family that they trust specifically, and financial advisors. Otherwise, probably not a good idea to be discussing such details. You don't delve into that kind of information in a public space. That's almost asking for trouble. Uh-oh. You know, I could probably be doing this a better way, actually, now that I think about it. I'm not thinking enough. Oh, he went too far in. Okay, good for you. But again, I don't think this is the place to talk about stocks. Oh, Sonic Frontiers is a fun game. I enjoyed it. I'd consider the DLC a bit more mixed, but still probably worth giving a try. But the DLC has some very nasty difficulty spikes. Very nasty. Yep, that is what I'm supposed to do. Metroid? I love Metroids. Heck, I've been waiting 8 years for Metroid Prime 4. Roughly 8 years. Jeez. They still haven't given a full release date for it. It's just a release window of 2025, which, we're kind of in August now. You kind of have to know when in 2025 it's coming out, or just give it a 2026 release date if you really don't know yet by this point. Why? Because that is personal stuff that should not be discussed out loud in a private setting, on a public setting, on the internet for all ears to hear. That is not safe information. That is private information that you should not divulge in a setting like this, because it could easily be tampered with against you. I shouldn't even have to say that, KC Kingdom. And if you go into detail, I'm timing you out for your own safety. Because you really should not be talking about that in a setting like this. You really shouldn't. That's not wise. You never know what kind of sabotage could come your way. Oh, there we go. I beat the level. You don't have to feel bad about it. But Sonic Frontiers is a good Sonic game, for sure. Concord, New Hampshire. What? That's not the capital, is it? More skills active, and you can do wall jumps off any wall in this level. Oh boy, they added more mechanics. Great. Concord. Oh, it is the capital of New Hampshire. I remember correctly. And the 14th president, Franklin Pierce, was from Concord. Oh boy. Okay, but I'm not a finance channel. You think I'm a finance channel? I don't know the first thing about finances. And again, you shouldn't just talk about what you do with your finances in a public setting. That's like privacy 101. You don't discuss your personal details out in the public like that. Like, whatever dabbling I do, I keep my personal business. Little Nightmares 3. You know, I never played the second one. I've only played the first one. First one was pretty good. And I have the second game installed, I think. I just haven't gotten around to playing it. Not that it should take that long. The first game was like just 2 or 3 hours. I didn't record that though. I just played that on my own free time. There's so many horror games I want to play that if I record them all, I wouldn't like do any other kind of games on my time here. Okay, Casey, I've heard about crypto, but I don't know anything about finances. Try not to delve into that topic here. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to that kind of stuff. Too risky, in my opinion. Why do you feel you have to talk about finances here anyway? Why is that so important when you're watching a stream of someone just playing a silly Kaizo Mario hack? reads the room. You know, I sometimes question that Supersonic Richie. I sometimes think that Tails That Bond is a bot. He doesn't tend to respond any other way, it seems. Because it's the future. And trust me when I say no one comes to a live stream like this to discuss such things. They go to places that are more reasonable to discuss such things. This is not the place for it. This really isn't. Jumping on that guy's too hard. I don't think he's a scammer. If he was a scammer, he would have been sending links a long time ago. He would actually send stuff or ask something that could be way too personally revealing, that sort of thing. Never done anything like that, just sort of says the same thing over and over again. It's the kid-friendly equivalent of, I guess, a sex bot. Ow. Oh, I actually made it. Have I played Repo? With friends, yes, I have. I think Repo's fun. It's one of the only multiplayer horror games that I actually enjoy because it still sort of gives me that feeling of horror that I look for in single-player horror games. Like, it starts so silly, but as soon as you start finding people dead and then start worrying you may be the only one left alive, I feel such real tension in there that I don't even feel with games like Phasmophobia, simply because I never found Phasmophobia that scary. I really never did. Mostly because so little happens that I don't feel threatened at all. And even when something scary does seem to happen, I never really feel a real impact with Phasmophobia. Repo, on the other hand, I can get this overwhelming sense of dread. Slow. Okay, Casey Kingdom. Look, again, I have no idea what you're talking about. I really don't. So if you want to find someone to talk about this kind of stuff with, you really might want to think about looking somewhere else. Unless you're sort of intentionally doing this just to sort of be a bother. In which case I can just time you out. Seems like I have to do that an awful lot this stream. Vector is funny. Vector is funny. Although honestly, I don't know who I enjoy more, Vector or Espio. I know they're very different characters. But I don't know. I find them enjoyable. And Charmy's pretty fun too. Really, outside of Sonic and Tails, my favorite Sonic characters are probably the Chaotix. outside of Sonic and Tails because, well, honestly, it's not even a close competition with those two. They are my favorites. I don't have a favorite ship in Sonic. I don't ship, like, at all. None whatsoever. I'm not interested in the whole shipping thing. I like more of the friendly, brotherly type bonds, that sort of thing. Like, if in my animations I had all the characters at the ages they are in the games, I would so have Amy and Cream just being casual, like, sisters, almost as if they were blood related. I would so do that. Because I like that stuff. I'm just not into the whole shipping relationship aspect of things. Darn! Do you still have the leader's impression? You're asking if I can still do it? Well, the heck with it, I think I can do it. That was the wrong move. Just do it! The thing is, the internet sort of creates this anonymous window. You never see who people really are. And it can be a little harder to detect who's who, so it becomes easier to just act rude because it's like, they can't see me, they can't reach me, what are they gonna do? And as for the saying stuff that isn't really words thing, I don't have an answer for that. They probably just think it's cool or funny. Ah. Your least favorite Sonic character is Shadow? Is he too edgy? Too whatever? You think he's too overhyped? Does he just not really get to do enough variety of things? Why is it that you don't like Shadow exactly? Enlighten me on your opinion. Ah. Ow. No, I literally just want to know why it is. I don't just want to hear your least favorite character, Shadow. I want to know why he's your least favorite character. I like knowing the decisions. Oh, it's because he's aggressive? He can be aggressive. Darn it! Ow. Isn't it nice how these ninjas have these little helmets on to identify how they work? That's fun. Shadow should actually be dead. Why bring him back? There was one reason for that. He was too popular and people didn't want him dead, so they made up an excuse to bring him back. That's it, he was just too popular. It's sort of like when a movie gets a sequel. Even if it's supposed to end things, it's so popular that they bring it back because money. Because people... Because it's just an easy way to get a bigger reaction, I guess. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to know your opinion. Since I know your opinion, now I have an understanding. You know, Kaiso Kingdom, every time someone asks a question like that, it's because they know I don't enjoy the conversation, so they keep trying to bring it up just to bother me. That's usually what happens every time a question is phrased like that. Every time without fail. So if you want to talk about it, go ahead, but I'm not going to answer any of it because that is not topics I get into. Meaning you are essentially talking to a brick wall if you want to bring that up. You really are. And I'm at least going to be honest about that. Plus, he's recently gotten so heavily involved with the political sphere that I usually like to keep that kind of stuff out of here because we hear it about enough in every other media outlet. This should be a break from that. It really should be. Darn it. Well, everyone probably liked Shadow because he originated in the early 2000s when games were starting to get a lot more edgy. And Shadow was like this super powerful, edgy, like, character. Sort of like Vegeta. But also it's probably because he had a pretty heartfelt story in Sonic Adventure 2. And that helped make him more endearing. But it is also partially because it was the early 2000s, and making things edgier was sort of the name of the game at that time. I was there during that era. And though I usually didn't fall into that crowd too much, I was different from other people. It was sort of considered one of the big selling points with games at the time. It's edgier. I mean, Shadow did have a good story to go with in Sonic Adventure 2. And he was a little less edgy then because he was a new character. He had some depth to him. He did. But he was this really powerful character that had a chance of beating up Sonic, and yeah. I think that's all there is to it. I don't know if I can do an Eggman impression. I tried back when I did the Murder Side of the Hedgehog, but I find Eggman one of the harder characters to do a voice of for my voice. Well, because Shadow was so popular, they had to find a way to bring him back in Sonic Adventure 2, which, he kind of just vanished from all existence in that game, so Shadow's a clone in Sonic Heroes, with many of his memories still retained, so... Oh, jeez. Honestly, I sort of feel like nowadays Sega probably sort of retcons the whole Shadow clone thing, but I don't know. I really don't know if the Shadow in all these other games is the exact, supposed to be the same Shadow from Sonic Adventure 2 these days. Because Sonic Adventure 2 effectively wiped him out from existence. Effectively. Oops, I sort of forgot what happens there. No, leave that Knuckles meme alone. I hated it when it was the newest thing. I certainly don't like it now. It was just so annoying. And it was everywhere back then. You were Oz. Cool. Although though Oz is the title character, he's not quite the main character in The Wizard of Oz. Considering you don't even get to see him until, like, over halfway through the story. He has an important presence, but the main character is Dorothy. But still, to be Oz is cool. Did you get to use like a big megaphone or something to amplify your voice? If so,
that's really tight!
No, he's an important character, but technically the main character is Dorothy. We follow her throughout the entire story. America, what are you even talking about? KC Kingdom, you have to understand, I don't understand what you're talking about. And if this is about politics, you are going to be out of here, because I do not like to bring politics into these streams. And I'm serious about that. This is a political-free place, okay? We do not go into those details here. So if this is about politics, I'm telling you, stop right now, or I will stop you. This is not the place for that. We shouldn't have to bring politics into every aspect of our lives, especially when it's just playing a silly game. This is your last warning. Well, it's an important character. It's an important character. It's just that if it was the main character, the whole story would probably focus specifically on him. The main character is usually the characters that have the most overall focus of the story's direction. Now, if you were doing a production of, say, Oz, a movie that is basically about the story about how Oz got to the land of Oz, he is the main character in that story. And in Wicked, the main character is suddenly one of the Wicked Witches. The main character is generally who the story primarily focuses around. Like in the original Halloween, though Michael Myers is our main antagonist and Dr. Loomis is the main one trying to deal with Michael before he causes any damage, the main character of the story is Laurie Strode, because she is effectively the character we are following to watch what happens to her. And then in Halloween 2, we can say that the main character is Dr. Loomis, because Laurie really isn't that... She's just the target in the second movie, with her not really getting the focus until she is in danger. It is primarily Dr. Loomis's story in that one. Yeah, Glinda is a good witch. Ouch. I don't listen to a lot of contemporary music, so I wouldn't know how many of the songs are political. Oops. Ow. Haven't even gotten to the checkpoint yet. You don't know me very well, Casey Kingdom, because I could not care less about sports. I am not a sports guy whatsoever. So really, the answer to that is neither. I'm not interested in sports. Oh! So yeah, neither. I don't care about sports. Have I mentioned I am different? Oof. Darn. I missed. Well, Little Tiny TV Man, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Orchard, that better not be you. I can only think of one other person who would ever say that I should do that kind of thing. You are not he, are you? I really hope this is just a coincidence. Because if so, you are freaking me out again. I don't know, this sort of sounds like similar banter I've heard before now. If that is you, we should be over with this. No, I'm not talking about you, Supersonic Richie. I'm talking about KC Kingdom. I am suddenly getting a bad feeling that he might be somebody else. Oh, well, finally reached the checkpoint. No, I'm not talking about you, Brandon. I'm talking about KC Kingdom. No, I'm not talking about you at all, Brandy. I don't know. Just that Orchard was into like football and politics and finance stuff, and oh my gosh. I think Orchard might just made another account to essentially cyberstalk, and that is terrifying if that's the case. KC Kingdom, tell me this now. Are you Orchard Animations? Because he has made plenty of accounts to try and get me on these chats before, and they scare the heck out of me every time. So be honest right now. Are you Orchard Animations? Okay. Because you're saying a lot of stuff that he would generally go into. And it's one heck of an eerie coincidence if you are not him. Look, last time he came on here, he pretended to be a YouTuber called Luke Skywalker. And it was really creepy. mean, he's made like at least 8 accounts before, so now I'm very skeptical. Very skeptical. Alright, there. I've tried a little bit of the Crash Bandicoot remake before. I don't know if it was entirely for me. This is the final level. Bow. What the heck? Oops, should have grabbed that. Jeez. A lot to worry about here. Oops, didn't get it. Okay, I wasn't expecting a shell there. If it's not him, then what he's done in the past has officially made me paranoid, clearly. I've played some Spyro, though I think I can only consider myself more of a casual fan of Spyro. But I played some games. I've done Spyros 1 and 2. I've tried some of the PlayStation version at a cousin's house before. I've done Season of Ice and Season of Flame, and The Legend of Spyro The New Beginning, which I understand is a bit of a reboot. Well, for the time I did know him, he did want this information to make his animations like mine. I gave it to him at the time because I did see him as a friend. But I am still curious about the fact that he still essentially tries to follow through with my identity instead of getting a little more creative and sort of making it a bit more of his own. I am starting to question it might have been him because he hasn't spoke up ever since I asked. He just seems to have disappeared. That might have actually been him. I think I'm gonna have to block. I may just have to block. I don't think I can take a chance. If he's not saying anything now, I might just have to see that as an admission of guilt at this point, because I don't want to take a chance now. Oh. He's back. I know I've never played Kingdom Hearts. Now I don't even know what to think. I'm just gonna try and get this hack finished and then just call it there. This is the last level. Oops. Yeah, he did that stuff early on. It's more of his style of humor, I think. I don't even know at this point. And no, I don't play Kingdom Hearts. I never have. I do love Castlevania. Castlevania is amazing. Ow. Yeah, Supersonic Richard, you are. All I know about Kingdom Hearts is it's Final Fantasy looking characters meeting up with Disney characters going through the worlds of Disney movies. I wasn't gonna make that anyway. Not even getting that jump anymore. There we go. You gonna get rain? Not gonna happen here. It's like as sunny as can be today. Whoops! I possibly could have saved that. Oh! Oh, I almost made it. I almost made that one. You got Clouds Travis. Seen Reaper? Reaper? That's kind of vague. I mean, I know Don't Fear the Reaper. I know the Keeper of the Reaper. I don't think I know Reaper. And the Reaper is after Mario right now with how much death is all around him. But Mario will get through as long as he doesn't fear the Reaper. Oops. Do you like watching episode 4 when it rains? Bad Piggies? Never heard of it. Oddbods? Never heard of it. Uh-oh. I knew it! Premier League Soccer. That sounds like a sports game. Would not be into it. Really, the only sports games I could probably get into is some of the old Atari 2600 sports games that don't even replicate the sports at all. Nope, not gonna work. See, it didn't work. Bots is for 1 to 6-year-olds. I still don't know anything about what that is. When am I gonna start playing Sonic games? Well, there's not really that much of a Kaizo Sonic thing. Yeah, I know why. I mean, there are some Kaizo hacks where you can play as Sonic, but there are generally higher level Kaizo hacks that I'm not yet skilled enough to play. I did get to play a Kaizo hack where I got to play as Tails, but that was a beginner level Kaizo hack still. So it's within grounds for me to play. Ow. Ah, Super Sonic Richie likes episode 2 the most. What's your least favorite? I must know your least favorite. Tell me your least favorite, and don't feel insulted telling me what your least favorite episode is, because if you have a favorite, you've got to have a least favorite. I knew it! Do I like Stitch? Yes. I like the original animated movies. I saw Lilo and Stitch 1 and 2 on Disney Channel all the time as a kid. And I used to have a DVD of the first one. Don't know what happened to it though. Your least favorite is episode 4, Looney? Ah, my favorite one's your least favorite. Oh, it hurts so much. It breaks my heart. That my favorite one, the one I'm the most passionate about, is your least favorite. I am going to shrivel up and die. Never to know happiness ever again. Super Sonic Richie, you didn't even tell me what your least favorite episode was yet. You can't, how could you apologize if I didn't even see what happened? Oh, come on, you gotta have a least favorite episode, Brandy. There's gotta be one you like at least a smidgen less. Like for me, it's episode 3. I personally think that one is about a whole grade weaker than the other episodes. Not bad, but weaker. Oh no, I thought you were being serious. I was kidding. Your least favorite's episode 1. Okay. Well, that must be fun to know that your least favorite episode immediately got followed by your favorite one. Quite a step up, I guess. Is episode 1 your least favorite specifically because we really see Tails get brutally attacked and there's not really any brotherly moments yet because Sonic doesn't know Tails yet? Is it because it just feels too dark? Because if that is your reason, well, then I guess it sort of worked, because episode 1 wasn't supposed to be entirely comfortable or cozy. Alright. Well, your reaction just means I did my job right with episode 1. That one was supposed to be dark, somewhat uncomfortable, not much room for levity. So your reaction just sort of tells me I did exactly what I set out to do. It just means it's not entirely your cup of tea. But that's fine. It tells me that I did something right with that episode because I got the feelings that I wanted to express. That's a good thing for me. Even if you don't like it as much. Episode 3 is your least favorite, so the two of us are in agreement, I guess. Not that I think it's a bad episode, but I feel like I probably could have held a bit better focus in the first half. No, I know you're not saying you did bad. I just know that I'm sort of getting exactly what I'm looking for if you get uncomfortable with that. Like, you're saying it's not bad, I just want something a little less cruel. Movies. I don't really like dealing with the news unless it's absolutely necessary. But yeah, I sort of felt like the first half of episode 3 wasn't very well focused. Admittingly, when I was writing that script, I didn't really know how to flow things through in the first half. And I never was fully comfortable with it. But I wasn't sure if I was ever going to figure out what I wanted out of it, so I left it as such. I think the second half salvages itself a lot better. But I still think to this day the first half is the weakest portion of the entire story so far. Well, it makes sense, at the very least, that Tails didn't trust him. There was no way of knowing Sonic was unlike the average person yet. Outside of his speed, but his personality could have been no different, for all Tails knew. Oh, hi, Jason. Just ended up sort of in a discussion about people's favorite and least favorite episodes of the Tales That Bond, and why. Half-Life? I never played Half-Life. Yeah. Episode 1 I wanted to mostly be about Tails, because, well, it's called the Tales That Bond. Of course, the origin has to start with him. And then episode 2 I wanted to get into Sonic's mind. Episode 3 was a bit more split. Episode 4 was Tails' episode. Episode 5 starts off kind of split until getting to Amy. Then I sort of wanted to get to know more about Amy. Episode 6 is going to primarily be Sonic's episode. And honestly, this so-called second arc, I'd argue, is primarily Sonic's development as a Guardian figure. That's what this second arc is primarily focused on. Well, like, some of what Sonic goes through in episode 5 is honestly a big hint out to what episode 6 is going to be a bit like. A nightmarish game? You mean like a horror game? You think so? I've only got out 2 animations so far, and Sonic's Dilemma hasn't picked up that much, it seems. Oh, your favorite episode's 4? You can relate a little? What's your least favorite episode, Jason? Oh, and if you guys are interested, on my channel homepage, I should have set a link up somewhere that leads to a tier list of all the animations I make, if you want to have some fun with that. And I'll be adding on to that whenever I get a new animation released. I just had to change a setting on my Gmail account so that the tier list didn't just flat out reveal my full name. Because the tier maker website, it wouldn't take whatever name I want to give it. It would only take what name is explicitly associated with the email. Ugh! Again, haven't reached the checkpoint. Favorite Nintendo console? It's the GameCube. My favorite is the GameCube. A lot of my most favorite games and greatest gaming memories come from that system. The GameCube was home to the first video game I ever got to own at the crisp age of 4 years old, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, the newest SpongeBob game at the time, as this was before the movie was even out. And then playing The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for the first time. It was the first time I truly sparked a love for the video game medium. Wandering around the Chocolate Factory and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, although that game definitely will not hold up as a good game these days. Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem, which could almost be seen as my first semi-foray into horror before I got into it, but just enjoying the dialogue between the characters, even if I didn't get far in the game for a long period of time. Seeing the trailer for Metroid Prime on the Ocarina of Time GameCube disc and be like, oh my gosh, I want this game, it looks so cool. And then my mom getting me the sequel by accident instead, and realizing for the first time Metroid is a franchise. And then Metroid Prime basically becoming quite possibly my favorite game ever made. Experiencing the Resident Evil remake not too long ago, and thinking, my gosh, this game looks amazing for a 2002 game. The fear of the Redeads in the Earth Temple of Wind Waker. Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door, having a friend of mine tell me how to get through Hooktail Castle and not to get tricked by Hooktail's requests. I have a lot of fond memories with the GameCube. So many fond memories. No, I won't get mad. I won't get mad. I just like to know. I just like to know the favorite and least favorite and reasons why. It allows for more fun discussion, in my opinion. And someone say he doesn't like episode 4 because it looks cringe. That confuses me, because I'm wondering how episode 4 looks any more cringe than the other episodes. If episode 4 looks cringe, I feel like the rest of the episodes should as well. That's at least my thought process. Have I seen Animaniacs? 90s or 2020s? Because if it's 90s, I've seen some. Never when it was airing on TV, but I discovered it a little later in life. If it's the 2020s, nope, never really watched it. But in the 5th grade, we got to see a video clip of Wacko singing about the 50 capitals and their states to try and memorize the states and their capitals. And sometimes I can only remember the capitals of a state if I sing the song. That's also how I memorized the preamble to the Constitution, by memorizing the Schoolhouse Rock tune. I memorized it in the 17th day of the 4th grade, simply because it was introduced to us through Schoolhouse Rock. Even nowadays, I don't think I can actually say the preamble unless I sing it. Like, I associate it with the song. It doesn't even register in my mind otherwise. I am so confused about that. Oh, I don't want to hold the run button at all there. Wait, I don't want to hold the run button. Okay, I get it. Hopefully I will not screw it up next time I get there. Tails licking his lips looked cringe. But I'm pretty sure I also had Tails do that in episode 3, so, how does episode 3 get excused? I don't know, because I'm just not familiar enough with those kind of Sonic characters, so I don't know what my answer would be. Jaden Animations? Oh, yeah, I think I've seen a bit of her before. Her video of her starting a Kaizo journey is the exact reason I started getting interested in trying a Kaizo journey. I knew about Kaizo beforehand, but after watching her video, I was like, oh, this Learn to Kaizo thing, this looks like a spot to start Kaizo, so maybe I'll look into good hacks to start with, and then try out Kaizo myself. See if I like it. And at the time, I didn't know if I would. Now look at me, I'm on hack 51. Out of I don't even know how many. I do know after this, there's like maybe 3 more beginner level Kaizo hacks I'm gonna try out. And then I hop into the more intermediate level, which scares me a little. But yeah, her video on Kaizo Mario is the thing that motivated me to even start trying out these Kaizo hacks. And now I stream them to document my journeys. Because I want everything documented. So yeah, funny how you asked that, considering that is the exact reason I'm doing this today. I guess you have Jaden to thank for that. Unexpected source of inspiration, huh? Have I seen Ed, Edd and Eddy? That was my favorite Cartoon Network show. I haven't watched her in some time. How's her channel doing? Missouri. I think I mentioned this before, I'm not really into long-term travel. I have not been to Missouri. That's far. Cool. I have not watched her content in a long time. But I did watch her for a time. Do a voice for Patrick Star, please. What's Patrick Star? You're going to be a little more specific than that. There is so much different Scooby-Doo. If you're referring to Velma, no, I have not seen Velma. Jeez, I'm doing terribly right now. It's probably because I have to use the bathroom. I actually do have to use the bathroom. Yeah, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Alright, I am back. Time to die. See, I died. Hey, that Resinor actually got a chance to attack. What? Resinors aren't supposed to get a chance to attack here. Adam Dog Happy. Hello, you definitely were not here before I left for the bathroom. So, hello. Whoops! I might be out of the loop. We were watching the loop and now I'm out of the loop. Alright. Yeah, like that. I just didn't do it right. Well, don't tell me you have the kind of parents that will make fun of you for that, because if so, that's wrong. Oh, hell, man, I'm not gonna make it. See, I knew I wasn't gonna make it. I guessed it. I guessed it. But I've seen... When I was a kid, the Scooby-Doo shows I was most familiar with was Scooby-Doo. Where Are You? What's New Scooby-Doo? And a pup named Scooby-Doo. Those were the ones I was most familiar with. I eventually saw, like, the new Scooby-Doo movies and Mystery Incorporated, which I didn't get as into Mystery Incorporated because it felt like it felt to me, as a younger kid, that it felt like they were trying way too hard to be serious. And then eventually there just has to be romance subplots, which would not have interested me back then, honestly. It felt like it was trying too hard to be more grown up, I guess, and it didn't work for me back then. Then again, I used to also sort of think that way about the Looney Tunes show. The ordinary sitcom style I thought was kind of a dumb idea for Looney Tunes back when I was a kid, but then after rewatching it, I realized the Looney Tunes show is actually genius, and I was just too young to understand its genius. Seriously, I wish I appreciated the Looney Tunes show more when I was a kid. Okay then, Brandy. Okay, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. I don't watch sports, but considering who you're asking, I'm assuming you might as well just ask Space Jam 1 or 2. Because I think LeBron James was in the second one, and I know Michael Jordan was in the first one. But I was a Looney Tunes back in action guy. Partially because I had the video game as a kid. Darn it! LeBron James or Steve Curry? Tim Curry! Don't count your tips in public. Does Tails ever put reading glasses on? I don't think his eyes would work for reading glasses, because I'm sure he can see fine. Darn it! I knew it! That's why I was starting to tense up. This is a hard level, but it is the final one. Yeah, it's only 6 levels, but look at how long 6 levels has been taking. I've been playing for over 2 hours, and I'm still here. No, unless you're one of the people that think Tails can only read binary code. So I think Shadow 79 sort of turned it into a joke that Tails can't read unless it's in binary code. Probably due to one line he said in Sonic Colors. It's in binary code, so only I know how to read it. But I'm assuming he just does it as a joke, and I don't think it's intended to be serious. But just because Tails said it's in binary code, so only I know how to read it, doesn't mean he can only read in binary code. It means he's the only person capable of actually translating that. Hi, Gradient. Oh. Well, I guess you are kind of late. This is the last level of the game. Don't worry, though. I'm sure I'll be here a while. No, I don't think Tails needs glasses to read. Here we go. Here we go. Whoops! I mean, I didn't even reach the checkpoint of this level yet. It's hard. It's a lot of shell jumps. I'm not gonna make it. I can never make it anymore.
You scrambled Eggman!
I'm guessing you're in the age where everyone thinks liking Sonic is cringe. I got very lucky because I was very well accepted even with the knowledge that I was into Sonic. I got very lucky. Yeah, I play SNES games. Oh my gosh, why don't you stay with me? Why do you keep going ahead? Mario, tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I don't know what I'm doing differently anymore. Or maybe you don't know either, and we're both just stuck. Oops. Ooh, 11%. Yeah, the battery drains really quickly once you hit that point. Really, once you get below 20%, I swear the battery just intentionally dies faster. Or maybe they skew how quickly the numbers drop so that it actually won't hit a full 0% charge and be completely unable to charge. That might actually be the case. I knew it! Gosh, I just want to at least get to the checkpoint so that I know I'm doing okay. What are you talking about? Of course Mario can talk. Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, gay Luigi. Mario can talk. It's been proven. Or if we want to use a serious example, Mario teaches typing too. He definitely talked in that. He definitely talked in that. I don't think I'd be good enough at a Kaizo Sonic. And I mean, if you play Mario Kart 64, which I don't, you can even hear Mario explicitly say, "Welcome to Mario Kart!" No, Mario doesn't get smooching time. Remember, him and Peach are only friends. They're good friends. That is the stupidest lore dub Nintendo ever gave for Mario. Seriously, all the work Mario goes through, and it's basically like, good job, Mario, thank you. Here's a pat on the back for being a good friend. Honestly, it would be hilarious if the next 3D Mario game gives you a choice of rescuing Pauline or Peach, and you can't rescue both. What would people do in that scenario? That would be funny. And the only problem with that Supersonic Richie is that I'd probably have to move all the way to the other side of the country. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I wouldn't want to live in California. Finally! Dang it! Oh, well, I don't think we're saving Peach in this hack. We are going to the what's called the Old Man in New Hampshire and restore it, so... No, Mario's not going on this Kaizo adventure for Peach. Don't worry. I think I don't know what the Old Man is. I'm guessing it's some sort of historical monument in New Hampshire. Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog I have not played. I once played it at a friend's house so many years ago, and I got so confused when Shadow started using a gun, because it's like, Sonic characters don't use guns. This is weird. Welcome to Kaizo, Supersonic Richie. Once we get to the harder Kaizo hacks, this will probably be a short amount of time just for getting through one level. Oh, it'll be fun when I get to those days, and I don't have many beginner hacks left, so I might reach that point someday. Like, one of these days, I'll have to play the original Kaizo Mario World, the one that started the whole thing. And that one's still pretty hard, but considered relatively easy today. Compared to other Kaizo hacks. It's not the hardest one in the world anymore. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay, good. Oh, the checkpoint was right there! No! I know what I have to do, and I'm so upset that I didn't figure it out sooner. Well, I think the Old Man is a monument, so I don't think it's even a living thing, so I don't think he could get friend-zoned by that. And now this just makes me think, when I was a kid, the only Pokemon movie I ever really watched was Pokemon the Movie 2000. Ash, Misty, and Tracy end up on this island at the start of the movie, and then a girl goes up to Ash and is like, I guess I'll do, here's your traditional welcome kiss. In the meantime, Mario has to scratch himself through thick and thin, possibly getting burn scars for life, just to get friend-zoned by the princess after rescuing her like 36 times. And honestly, I don't buy Nintendo's statement that Mario and Peach are just friends. Have you seen the introduction to Paper Mario? There was clearly a little more going on there than just being friends. Like, I'd say at the start of Paper Mario, Peach was ready to get a little, intimate with Mario before Bowser charged in with the Star Rod. I don't know, whoever made the hack was probably born and raised in New Hampshire and just has a lot of pride for the state he was born and raised in. So he implemented it into a Kaizo hack story. Most Kaizo hacks, you don't want to think too hard about the story, because very rarely does it really have any true significance. And it's more just a framing device for the setting. I've been to New Hampshire when I used to hike in the White Mountain Range. My mom's side of the family used to make yearly trips to the White Mountain Range to climb up to the top of Mount Washington, stopping at various huts along the way. But that was back then. Everyone's older and busier now. And my grandfather certainly can't do it anymore. He's way too old for that now. But it's something that used to happen every year. I didn't go early on because they figured I was probably a bit too young for such a long hike. By the time I got to do it, there were only a few more years left to it. You hope I get to 300,000? Well, maybe next year it'll happen. I don't know. If it gets there, it gets there. It'll be nice when it happens, but I guess you could say I've somewhat plateaued. I don't think so. Gradient. I'd like to beat this level sometime today. Because I usually don't like to push these streams any longer than 6. To keep them from getting too long. And honestly, I've had this laptop on since like 9 o'clock. I do want to give it a break soon. Darn it! Well, Adam, once upon a time I used to get about 3,000 subscribers per week when I returned to YouTube in late 2021, and I was getting ready to start the Tales That Bond, which was new at the time, and it seemed so exciting. Now, people have gotten more comfortable with my stuff, I guess, more used to it. There's more people that do stuff similar to me. And it's just not new or exciting anymore. Most of the people that probably were most interested in seeing what I do have probably already found it by this point. Mario Wonder has the only reasonable story. Whew. I need some water. But I can't think of a good place to pause. You know what? I don't know if I'll get more subscribers than Sonic David. I feel like Sonic David's type of content is a little more mainstream with what people are into, which I'm not into that kind of stuff, but I'm not into a lot of the mainstream popularity stuff, generally. Like, a lot of the stuff that's, like, considered humorous and that sort of thing, I just don't get it, generally. My favorite character is Tails, bar none. He is my absolute favorite, followed by Sonic. Oh, I missed. Okay, I'll be fine here. Darn! Why is that so difficult? I almost never get past that part. I just want to get past. I saw the checkpoint before. I really want to get to that checkpoint. If I can get to the checkpoint, I'll feel like I have a chance at clearing this today. Ow. Bashing Mario in his entire body because the shell is about as big as him. So if he gets hit by a shell, it's essentially gonna destroy every part of his body, his front-facing part of his body. Uh-oh. I'm not feeling good. I knew it. Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, my first few recordings of Shadow Generations were too laggy because too resource intensive. I had to lower some settings, but it was too late by that point. I got the checkpoint! Yes! Yes, I got the checkpoint! Yes! Oh, I got the checkpoint! That feels so good! Oh, I made it to the checkpoint! Oops. But yeah, and after trying Sonic and Shadow Generations, I feel like Sonic Generations actually aged quite poorly. It used to be one of my favorite Sonic games, but after playing it through again, I found I didn't care too much for it. And I much prefer, like, Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Adventure 2. I think I even prefer Sonic Heroes over Generations. Shadow Generations was great, however, but I felt like Sonic Generations did not hold up very well in terms of design and possibly even control once in a while. Like, I felt like a few things were happening that were not my fault. I made it to the checkpoint, Dumbledore said calmly. I made it to the checkpoint!
Did you punch Tails in the face? Did you punch Tails in the face?
Sonic asked calmly. Did you punch Tails in the face? My least favorite Mario character, I don't know. I could say Toad, and it's not even anything to do with Toad himself. It's just that how Nintendo has officially used him as saying, we are creatively bankrupt and we don't care. Like, nothing to really do with Toad himself, just that they just use Toad every time they're too lazy to actually come up with a new character. Oh boy.
Let go of me,
Sonic said calmly.
Let go of me!
I could say Bowser is a pretty top-tier Mario character at this point, mainly because of how much of a father figure he is now. What did I do? Yeah, I suppose Bowser is better than Eggman. Uh-oh, I knew I was gonna die. Oops. No, I've not seen the Luca movie. Do I play Smash Bros? Once in a while. It's not something I play all the time. It is generally the only fighting games I ever play, because you don't have to memorize like a million button combinations with those games. But mostly, that just feels like something that only works like 30 minutes tops, and then after that it's like, okay, I'm ready for something else. I'm not supposed to touch that. Yep. Bowser is good, especially when he gets a chance to demonstrate more character. Usually in any RPG-oriented game, like the Thousand Year Door, Superstar Saga, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, where he calls Bowser Jr. as a very, like, sort of uptight father, being like, "Did you get everything done? You're not causing any trouble, are you? You're not doing any parties without my permission, are you?" That was intentional. That impression. Ah! Episode 6 is coming out when it's finished. I don't want to give a date yet. Because if I give a date, it'll probably be wrong. That's what happened when I started doing the progress reports. I would give estimated release dates, and they were always wrong. Usually they ended up being a lot later than I said the release date would be, and it got people annoyed. So I decided to shut up and not really reveal release dates again. If it's really close to finishing and I'm at a progress report, then I'll take a guess as to when it could be, but not promise so. Usually. Thing is, I found trying to make a prediction early on wasn't a good idea for me. It just made me seem either lazy or a liar. I don't know, KC Kingdom, I don't know. I only know they both have their scummy practices, and that Walmart is generally a terrible place to work at. Okay, farthest I ever made it. Oh, it'll come out before the end of the year, for sure. Like, I can guarantee it will at least be out before Halloween. Definitely before Halloween. I just don't know if I'm gonna have it finished during the summer. Which, yes, that includes the summer days of September. But I can't be certain yet, so I keep quiet for now. Only when I really feel like I can know will I actually say something. Darn it. Episode 5 and Puss in Boots have similarities? You're gonna have to tell me how so, because I did not watch the Puss in Boots movie at all. So I don't know what the similarities are. The percentages is how much of the animation is already finished. But that's not including post-production editing. Even once it's 100% animated, I still have to rebalance the audio level so that I don't have parts that are too loud or too quiet. Make sure all sound effects are accounted for. Fix any visual glitches that I might have missed the first time around. Get the music. There's a lot that still goes into the post-production, though it's a much shorter process than the actual animating itself. It at least gives it a general ballpark. Generally, for a Tales That Bond episode, after I finish the principal animating, it's still probably going to take at least another 2 weeks to get it all cleaned up and ready for release. Whereas a regular one, once I finish it up, I could probably get through the post-production in about 3-4 days tops. But the Tales That Bond episodes are usually much larger and therefore take more time to finish the post-production on. You know, the final edits that turn it into a full, watchable product. Oh, Burger King, definitely. McDonald's is overrated. I like Burger King a lot more than McDonald's. Who's better, Shadow or Vegeta? I don't know. Help me out here. There's not much left. I know I can do this. One out of context sentence from episode 6. I used to go a few times when I was younger, mostly because they had a play place where we could just play around and our parents could just get a small little break. Panic attack. Ah. Well, I'll say this, it's just purely a coincidence because I didn't watch the movie, so I'm very sure that came first, so I wasn't inspired by it because I didn't see it. It's just something I had planned out for episode 5. Jeez, how many times can I fail that? Oasis? Is there a fast food joint called Oasis? If so, we don't have anything like that in my region, I believe, because I've certainly never heard of an eating place called Oasis. Oops. Oh, a band. I thought we were still talking about fast food. Well, I don't know many bands either, because I don't really listen to songs usually based on who made them. I just stumble upon a random song, and if I like it, I look it up. Oh gosh, can I do that right? Do I like Gumball? You know, I never care much for Gumball. I always found that show a little more annoying than funny, and I don't know why. It never connected with me. Not when it first came out, not all these years later. I just never really was into Gumball. I don't think we have Culvers. I think I've seen one once before in another state, but I can't say I've ever seen one in my area. I swear I've seen at least one in my life, though. Oh, there's still so much to this. I don't even know how much longer the level is beyond that. Ah, too early. It's another sort of eating place, but I'm not too terribly familiar with it. There might have been one in Connecticut? Or was that Denny's? I don't remember if I've ever seen a Culver's, honestly. No, that was too early. Oh. What? How did that miss? What? I just want to know how much more there's. This is the last level in the game. I really don't want to have to end the stream without this one, but it's almost 6, and I don't know how long this is gonna take me. But if I stop playing, they might push me back to the start of the level, and I don't want to go back to the start of the level. Please, I don't want to do that again. No! Oh, screw that part. I always get so screwed by it. So screw it. Just want to finish. How long have I been in this level for? I feel like I've been here forever. I don't know if I need that shell for anything else. I did see a shell sign, so that probably means I was supposed to throw it to the left. Oh, great! Been in here for nearly 2 hours, apparently. This is ridiculous. I knew it! Sometimes by the arrows, there's like this tiny blue shell sign, like right there. That usually means throw a shell. Yeah. Oh! Alright, come on. Oh, what did I do that for? Come on, there's not much left to this hack. I want to do it. I don't want to have to save this for another stream. I want to finish it today. Ow. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm still here. This is definitely one of the longer instances that I've been in a level. And it should be a good sign of what's to come for the future, because stuff like this will probably become more common, so I better get used to this now. What got me into liking Tails? Well, it kind of first happened after playing Sonic Heroes and thinking that Tails looked and sounded really adorable in that game. The renders of him were just so cute and cuddly. And then later on in life, I eventually sort of related to his interest in technology and his somewhat more shy, humble nature. I identified with it. Although I generally wasn't bullied in school, I was very well liked. But the other parts I identified with, and he was just so cute that I found him very comforting. Dominoes. Dominoes, for sure. Oh no, it's 5:50. Now I'm stressed. Now I'm stressed because it's 5:50 and this is still not over. It was only 6 levels. I didn't think it would be a problem to do one stream with. Really glad I did not schedule any other streams just in case this one got hard, which it did get hard. So, I made the right call. That was wrong. No! Oh. This is hard. This is so hard. Alright, I sort of need to go into hyper-focus mode now if I want to do this. Ugh! That's not hyper-focusing. Oh no, he's gonna shoot fire! I avoided it. No! And then I messed something else up instead. I'm gonna feel so tired after this stream because of this one level. I can't do it, can I? No, the other way! I was supposed to go the other way. No! Oh my gosh, that's wrong! Nope, there's unlimited lives in this game. Generally, Kaizo hacks patch out the lives because they know you're just gonna keep dying and dying and dying. So they get rid of the lives because it would just make it too unfun to play. Otherwise... What?! Ugh. I don't think this is happening today, you guys. I don't think this is happening today. Again! I keep doing the same mistake! I keep doing the same mistake! Oh my gosh, just go a little further. Stop being so scared about going to the right a bit. Oh, great. I just got impaled by a Resonor horn. Darn, this is disappointing. I'm not gonna make it. Darn! That's a first. There we go. I just wish I knew how to get through that part better. It's not 6 yet. Not 6 yet. It's not 6 yet. It's still not 6. Oh my gosh, I have an arc. Okay, this is the very last try of the stream. If I don't get it here, it's over for today. Okay, that's it. It's been 3 hours and I am still... Alright, hang on. Does it save my progress, at least? Please tell me it saves checkpoints. Let's just find out quickly. Uh-oh. I was afraid of that. I'm gonna have to do the whole stage over again next stream. Oh, no. Can't believe I couldn't get it done after all that time. Jeez. How long was this level? Roughly an hour and a half of that one level. That's ridiculous. Well, can't be helped. I didn't do it. Got to try and do it next Kaizo Sunday, which I don't know when that will be. We'll see if anything comes up in the future, but thanks for being here anyway. Sorry I did not win. So let's just get on with the rest of our Sunday. This has been Tails Fan 109, and have a nice day. Bye bye. I lost. I couldn't beat the hack. I am